Okay, so yeah. Today we're gonna. Why would you do that? Why'd you drop it?
I just continue.
Today we are going to talk about One Piece. Yes, one episode dedicated to One Piece. Just a whole episode.
Is it the whole episode?
It's the whole. And look. I get sidetracked, but we okay. We're not gonna talk about this. We'll talk about this. But it's a whole episode dedicated to One Piece from the first arc to Whole Cake. I don't know what the first arc is called. I'm not even gonna figure it out. But yeah, that's where we going.
Mm-hmm.
That's the limits.
Okay,
Sir.
There you go.
I got it. You're gonna say, "Hey, welcome everybody to Scubasteve."
Oh yeah. Welcome everybody to Skylar and Scubasteve. Today we have a special guest. Why don't you introduce yourself?
What's going on, y'all? It's 00 Status, your favorite MI6 agent, aka the Dominican Panther Bachata, aka Danny Phantom. When the cops come through, I'm going ghost. And talking just a little bit too loud. I know Skylar got that silky voice going on, but we gotta take it down to Jazz FM levels because down in the Angola Zaire border, they like to call me Nyoka Yan Pembe. What does that mean? White Mamba. Happy to be here.
Okay. So now, my boy 00. So it was supposed to be me, Alpha, and 00 having a conversation about the halfway point, which is the war.
Oh no.
But
I can't do that.
00 kept on reading, and then he lapped Alpha because Alpha was way ahead of him. And
yeah. Yeah, when I saw him say that, oh, I'm up to here, I'm like, oh, whoa, I went way past that.
So 00 lapped him. So now we had to leave Alpha off the episode, but we're gonna get Alpha on episode 2 eventually. But let's talk about your One Piece journey. Both of y'all, because you made a milestone too.
So
but you can't talk about it.
I think I started One Piece 2 summers ago.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't do it on 2020. We didn't do that. So I remember I was already watching it, and he was like, "You know what? We're gonna start this from the beginning." I was mad. We started this
because she was just watching random episodes. I was like, "What are you doing? You don't know what's going on." So I fixed that.
Watch it from the beginning, the very beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm in Wano.
You are not just in Wano.
I am back to back now. We have one more episode, and then I'll be week to week. One more.
Nice.
How do you feel?
I feel very nice. You know, I thought I would be very much older when One Piece ends, but apparently we're 75% through the whole thing.
Yep.
I think I would be like in my 20s, my early mid 20s, my late 20s when that ends.
No.
Yes.
Damn. Steve was like, oh, damn, I'm going to be old.
I'm going to be in my late 20s.
He said that he'll be done writing One Piece in the next 3 years.
So I'm going to be 15.
Well, you still have to wait for it to be animated, but yeah, he'll be done.
So I would still be like 15. That's when he stops writing it. I'll be 20.
Probably when they
space out some episodes, I'll be 20.
Yeah, you might be right. See? But once he completes it, they probably won't
do fillers.
Yeah. Because like some of the times when you watching the episodes, bro, they'll do something and then they'll show a replay from like 2 episodes ago, which will last like 2 minutes, and then they'll do something else, have a little conversation,
like that
then
one
show
episode,
another replay.
And it would be like one person would get that flashback of that same person, and then that could.
Yeah, that's the one thing they're doing. They pacing it slow on purpose because right now they're only on 10:36 in the manga, but they're like 10:05, so they're only 30 chapters away. So instead of letting it catch up, they just pacing it like
down. Yeah.
Yeah, and then obviously, as soon as Wano ends, they'll probably throw a filler arc in there
Oh no.
to let you get like 30 or 40 more chapters
Yeah.
ahead, something like that. And then, but if once he finishes the show, they probably will speed the pacing up once
Yeah.
he finishes writing it. Yeah. So, how was your journey, Double O?
So my journey with One Piece was staying away from it for a long time because of it just looks like a monster to tackle, like from either side, the
Mhm.
anime side or even the the manga side. But the thing for me was like reading. I'm a librarian by trade,
Mhm.
so and writer by college.
Yeah.
So reading comes a lot easier to me, and I can binge read really fast. Like, look, between what Tuesday and today, I literally burned through 50 chapters, and
Mhm.
that's like me, like not really going hard. I'm just like, oh, let me just get. I want to get to 900. It's a nice clean number. I want to
Mhm.
get to it, and boom, burn through 50 chapters. Um, the looking at One Piece from the anime side is a little intimidating just because there's so many people who've done an actual breakdown because they're just like, if you live, eat, and breathe One Piece, like watching it, and they're like, this is literally every waking moment that you have freedom to watch something, you got to be watching One Piece. So that's like on your breaks at work, on your lunch break at work, on
Mhm.
your way to work if you take public transportation. Um, Literally the only thing you're watching when you're home. And they're like, if you do it like that, it could take you anywhere from 6 to 8 months. And I'm like, wait, what? Like I have to
Mhm.
make like watching One Piece my life in order to catch up like fast. And I'm like, that's nuts. And mind you, I've done this for a show before, which was Supernatural. I like when it was up to season 10, I
Mhm.
literally lived, eat, and breathed Supernatural. So I've done
Mhm.
it before, but like it looked like too much when people especially did that kind of a breakdown. Like they literally did time slots. Like, oh, if you have an hour break and you have a like a 20-30 minute mini break in your day at work, this is how this will work out. Like analytics.
Mhm.
I'm like, no, thank you. I'll read. So you and Alpha were the ones who really were just like, yo, just dive into it, read a couple chapters. Like you should know whether or not you're gonna be into it. That's where it started, and I haven't stopped reading ever since. And that was what I think, like I would say August or September.
Mhm.
Now me.
Man, see what I was saying, what I always tell people, I was like, just watch like 2 episodes a day. In a year, you'll be at like 700 something. You won't be caught up, but if you quote unquote watch 2 episodes a day, you could get through like 700 episodes. The thing is, there's addictive moments in One Piece. I don't
Yes.
feel like, you know what I'm saying, you would watch 2 episodes a day after a while. After a while, you'd be like, oh, let me watch 10, 15 episodes. And then you won't watch an episode for like 2 or 3 days, but still it's better than, you know what I'm saying, telling somebody, hey, you need to watch it for 6 months straight and then you will be caught up. Like, no, honestly and truthfully, the best part is the journey. Now
I
that you
would,
caught up.
but I would definitely say like I found myself one day like not really having anything to watch, and I was like, oh, you know what? Like, let me start One Piece.
Mhm.
I watched 2 episodes, and the beginning is super slow. Like
Mhm.
the part of like getting the crew together, it's really, really, really slow. And this was in the beginning when I first
Mhm.
started reading it, and like, cause I was like, oh, like let me maybe do a little simultaneous read and watch. No, I was like, this cemented that like I gotta read this because I can read past this part faster than watch it. Cause like watching you, unless you're a person, and I know people who do this, like you're watching something at 2 or 3 times speed, just because like your comprehension is top notch.
Mhm.
I can't do that. I gotta
Yeah.
like watch it regularly. And so I'm like, no, this will take me too long this way. I'm like, I'm reading. I'm definitely reading.
Mhm.
But to what everyone else has been telling me, they're just like, that's great reading. You will definitely catch up faster. But they're just like, there's just a bunch of things you have to go back and watch. Like people are telling me that certain arcs are just like you just have to watch it. It's so much different when you see it animated, and some of those fights are just better
Mhm.
animated.
This is true.
So yeah, he got a pass Punk Hazard, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, okay.
Okay.
I'm towards the end of Whole Cake.
Yeah, Jimbei and them they're seeing Jimbei off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
The
and
beginning.
what's her name? Big Mama's already. She started eating the cake.
Mm-hmm.
The beginning for me was because I personally, since it's on Netflix, I personally watch it from the beginning. The animation has changed.
Yes.
I cannot get over that.
Yes. The animation has changed.
Like I'll look at the first episode and then I'll stop the first episode, then come back to the first episode, and then I'll stop.
Yeah.
But for me, when I'm watching this man right here, 2 days ago, see, I was on the phone. When my friend called me. Okay, she asked me if she could call me earlier.
She left me hanging.
She called me earlier, and we were on the phone for about an hour, and he fell asleep.
She left me hanging. We had that one episode to watch. I was like, all right, we got one more episode. And then she was like, hello. She answered the phone. I was like, oh, okay, I'll pause it. And I was sitting there. I was like, she's coming back.
Phone call. Like yesterday, we was on the phone for 5 hours.
Too long. Too long.
Because it was 2 hours when you walked in. And then it was 3 other hours because of earlier, and she hung up.
See? Too long. But, okay. Real quick. We'll start with this question.
Yeah.
Favorite straw hat?
Favorite?
Oh, no. Rank the straw hats in order of likability, not our strength or anything like
Ability.
that. Likability.
Ability.
Likability. The person you like.
Oh, the likability.
Yeah.
The likability.
So it's 10 straw hats.
So how likable they are?
Rank them. Which ones you like the most?
Okay. I like Brooke, Chopper.
Okay.
Gmail. He's starting to come in. That's nice. I know where you gonna put Sanji. Now, like from Wano now and like Whole Cake and stuff. My voice keeps cracking. I'm not enjoying it.
No, that's cool.
I like Luffy.
Mm-hmm. So Brooke, Chopper. What'd you say?
Okay.
Brooke, Chopper, Jinbei.
Lower people, like people in the lower standards, would be Nami. Definitely. I don't really. The most I liked her was in the Fishman thingy.
Fishman Island.
Fishman Island, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, and then I like Usopp. He's just genuinely funny. Yeah. We have that. Sanji would probably be lower too. Definitely. But Brooke, Chopper, and Zorro and them would be higher. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I named everybody.
You left out Frankie and Robin.
I said Frankie.
I didn't hear it.
I said Frankie.
I didn't hear it. I didn't expect it. Rank your straw hats. Yeah.
So straw hats and likability for me would be Chopper and Jinbei would be at the top.
Peace, Jinbei. And yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I love Jinbei. I love him more than I thought I would. And the funny thing is, you introduced me to Jinbei before he even popped up. You were just like, "You're gonna like this character, trust me."
yeah.
But yeah, so Chopper and Jinbei are the top. Chopper is my absolute favorite. Like I love his diversity, and the fact that he gets looked over for the wanted post is the most hilarious thing to me.
Mm-hmm.
So those two on top. I actually have Robin a little closer to the top as well, because I think because she outside of her arc, I think at the end of Water 7. Is it Water 7?
Water 7, yeah.
Like she disappears for a bit, so you kind of forget about her a little bit until she comes back for the arc after that. Then I would have Brooke. Like I loved Brooke's backstory. Honestly, the best thing out of Thriller Bark.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
The little whale. What was the name of that?
Laboon.
Laboon. That was a great tie back. I love that. Great fucking. I mean, great by Oda. Really.
You can cuss.
Oh, no, it wasn't about that. For me, it was like I was trying to figure out like Laboon's name, and I'm like, I remember. So yeah, so Brooke, and then I would have in the middle to the end tiers. I personally would put Nami also a little higher, just because her I think for her skill to be wielding the climate staff says a lot about her being resourceful. Like she doesn't have strength. She relies on the staff for everything. So I'm like, she has to be real careful in how she fights. So like that's bigging her up a little more. Then it would be like Luffy, Zoro, and those being the big three, like Luffy, Zoro, Sanji. I'd put them together.
Okay.
But again, like even putting something again, that's like ability. That doesn't mean that they lack anything. But everyone gravitates towards different characters. So like for me, that's how it is. Those three for me are together. I love them. Definitely like Sanji more after finding out his backstory. Not that his original story we get with the chef was bad, but like having this as well from Whole Cake, like just really really makes him great. And I see why him and Zorro were so against Usopp trying to leave, and like they were so mad at Usopp when he was trying to fight Luffy for the Mary.
Yeah.
Super loyal.
For me,
and Frankie's at the end, definitely. I don't know. I don't dislike Frankie,
it's
but
the
like
time skip.
Frankie after time skip, yes, I don't like the design.
The design just ruins Frankie.
And the nipple light attack. Every time I see it, it's funny. I'm just like, you just took this serious moment and made it funny. Like nipple attack. I'm like, okay.
I loved Frankie before, and then like after the time skip, making him that big old bulky.
I did cyborg. Like the bulky cyborg. I didn't like the pre-time skip.
You didn't like pre-time skip? I
didn't like the character design of pre-time skip, but like him now sillier and stuff.
Okay. Oh, and I forgot Usopp. I would put Usopp. No, I'll put Usopp in with the big three as well. Like like I really do like him as well. Like Skylar said, like Usopp is a very well-rounded character. I love seeing him pop up the Soge King.
I know a lot of people didn't like him early, and then now they're starting to love Usopp.
His character design is better post time skip.
Oh yeah, I would go. Brooke is my favorite character. It's my favorite Straw Hat. Then I would go Zorro easily. So Brooke, Zorro, Luffy. After Luffy, Robin. And then after Robin, Usopp. After Usopp, Sanji. Yeah, Sanji's after that. Sorry, it's the current stuff, man. It's the current stuff. So then Sanji, Jinbei, Nami, then Chopper. No, Chopper, then Nami.
There you go.
Nami's last, yeah. And then Chopper is another one of the ones where I'm like, he was better on earlier, and then now they're kind of like really, really pushing him further back, like down the line. It seems like, you know what I'm saying? They're him being the pet as a wanted poster was funny, but it was like, all right, but that's not who he is. And then they're kind of like, it seems like they're pushing his character back a little bit into the background for other characters. Did I say it right? I think Frankie is. Did I say Frankie? I don't know if I said Frankie, but Frankie is somewhere with him and Nami. They're in the bottom two. Yeah, for me.
Yeah, but I agree with you because even in Whole Cake Island, the thing is like Chopper, they made him play it should be technically like a foreground medic. They made him play a background medic.
Yeah.
So it's like he only shows up if someone's really like really shows up for a couple of panels, or screen time when someone's really hurt, or someone needs like he ends up being the trope like save you at the last minute character, and not like in a spectacular way. It's like
Like
you'll
how
see
Usopp
someone.
is spectacular with his say rescues.
Yeah,
But
like for Chopper, it'd be like the person is like about to get hit with a death blow, and then you see Chopper come in and go guard point, boom, block the finishing blow, and then like he bounces.
yeah.
Like not even like a yo, I saved you, like what's up, like let me get you out of here. He's like guard point, bah, peace.
Yeah. So I remember like in Alabasta, the doubles fight with him and Usopp, where they had that fight. And then I liked it was when there was the mole lady and the
the terrible.
yeah, that was a dope moment for Chopper. And then in his lobby when he fights the Chapapa, what's his name? The big dude in CP9. He's the big round dude with the green hair. Yeah.
Wait, I thought Frankie fought him.
No, Chopper did, right?
Frankie fought the green-headed dude. Yeah, Frankie fought him.
No.
Yes, he did.
So who did Chopper fight?
I don't know.
Chopper fought that dude.
No, Sanji fought
the wolf. Zorro
wolf.
fought the giraffe.
No, wait, yeah, and then Nami fought the soap lady,
Mm-hmm.
and those devil fruits in that whole thing were just terrible. You turned into a giraffe.
I don't think it was too bad. The giraffe was terrible.
I told you the soap wasn't as good.
The soap wasn't that good either. But the wolf and Rob Lucci's the leopard.
Those were cool. But that was the
Yeah, Chopper fought him first.
But Frankie ended up finishing him.
I don't know. But either way, Chopper had some dope moments. And then now they don't even let him fight any of the dudes no more. It seems like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was strong at one
Yeah, he
point.
was one of the like people like when there was time to fight, Chopper was showing like Chopper pulled up on the Frankie house when they jumped Usopp. Like Chopper was one of the people that pulled up to the house in his human form, like ready to box. But now it's like, oh, we're about to fight, and Chopper was like, all right, y'all have fun. I'm too scared to fight. And it's like, bro, that's not Chopper. Chopper used to really be out here and he
used to throw down.
Yeah, so I'm upset about that. I don't like the fact that they doing Chopper dirty like that.
Okay,
But,
I got a question.
Okay.
Who is your favorite like background character?
Ooh.
Who's your favorite character that's not a Straw Hat?
Yeah,
That's what you're asking.
A favorite character that's not a Straw Hat is super just mysterious. For me, it's gonna be Shanks.
I'm not gonna pull this one. I'm not. I promise.
Okay, say what you want to say. That's what you want to say.
He's not gonna stand.
Yes, but go ahead.
I think you posted it on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't post everybody, so I got you.
Go ahead, say it.
So I really. Oh wait, I can't say him.
You can say whoever you want. He's not just because you say the name don't mean.
Okay.
It.
So I like Kid and Killer.
Kid and Killer.
Yeah.
See, he met Kid and Killer in South Oldie.
I know, but you don't know the other.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Goodness.
So.
I can't take myself seriously when I'm on here. I'm more goofy on here than I usually am.
Mm-hmm. Like Kid and Killer.
I like Kid and Killer. What's it? I like Heat too. He's pretty cool.
Who?
Heat. The dude with
the.
Yeah, okay.
Now that's one he haven't met yet.
No, he was in South Oldie.
Yeah, but he don't know the name. These are a lot of.
I barely knew it. I was confused.
These are a lot of pirates from kids.
So basically, he is the one dude with the really big mouth that is just a black.
He blows.
You
fire.
know, like Elmo's mouth.
Yeah,
it's basically built like that. When the one with the blue hair, yeah, him. I can't take myself seriously when I say this. I like I like the scene with Apu and Queen.
Okay.
That whole music, that was amazing. I like that. That song is catchy. That song is catchy. I hate Apu though. No, I can't stand him.
I like Marco the Phoenix.
Oh yes, definitely. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I like obviously my favorite character for me.
Hold on, Marco's a pineapple head, right?
Yeah, he's got pineapple.
I love that. That's how Luffy remembers him. They're like,
Yeah.
he's like, you follow him before he was at Marineford. He's like, you mean pineapple head?
Yeah. Luffy be killing me with these nicknames on how he be doing people too. I like Marco. I like Corazon
Yes.
from
Yeah.
that's like my favorite.
I
Like,
personally think
Corazon,
that Corazon should have lived.
I mean, he had to die for somebody else to.
No. He didn't. Stop. Okay. He was basically Law's daddy.
Yeah. And then speaking about that, then you have Law too. So
Yep, Law is one of your favorites.
Oh yeah.
I love Law too.
You know what? Forget Doflamingo.
that whole dress Rosa.
Hey, that was lit when he was gunning him down in the street.
That was not lit. That was terrible.
Wow.
I want my villains to be villains. You can't just be nice.
That
He was a good villain.
That was lit.
You know, Doflamingo only wanted to use Law so he could get immortality.
Mm.
Yeah.
But he only wanted that devil fruit.
No, yeah, but
And
he
then
gets
he had to
immortality.
If someone else
Law can use the
performs
immortality, and then Law would be dead though.
Yeah. But see, that was the reason why he wanted the fruit. Now it's like, okay, I need Law to do it.
But he already had a.
Dofi was a good villain.
Well, you remember the Doflamingo at DreamCon?
There's some dude was cosplaying as Doflamingo, and he was on stage, and then he fell.
He slipped on the feathers.
Yeah, he slipped on his the pink feather part. He slipped on that part, and I was like,
I'm wondering if in cons, because I know before they had some cons banned Silly String, but I'm like Silly String would be great for a Doflamingo cosplay. So you could be like,
that would be dope. I love Whitebeard. Whitebeard was dope.
Respect for Whitebeard. That man said, "I'm gonna die. I'm not gonna die on the floor. I'm not gonna fall on the floor."
Yeah. I think that was such a fun and funny scene because you just see him stop, and I'm speaking of it from the manga side. Like he's standing there, and like people were just like fighting in front of him, blah, 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 and then they were like, "Oh, he dead."
Yeah, why you not hitting nobody no more?
It's like, damn, he's standing and dead. How?
I hate a whole bunch of characters from that war. I started hating a bunch of characters, even people who just popped up, like the 3 fleet admirals. We ain't know after Inu, but I don't like him no more. I have I remember. Oh wait, can I say that?
Yes. As long as it's not Wano.
Well, that information did pop up in Wano.
Whisper. No, that's top skill. They know.
Oh, okay. So when I don't know what is it called. What is it called? Anyway,
he's the head admiral.
He came the head admiral. I gave him the stinkiest look.
Because Sengoku retires.
Yeah, he retires. Yeah.
I gave him the stankiest look.
Yeah.
I hate him with a passion.
He he's just doing his job.
Forget his job. Garp watched his grandchild die.
That was his job too. Technically.
He could have technically no one gonna fight Garp. Tell me one person.
Technically Sengoku stopped him.
Sengoku? Forget Sengoku. He's the off-brand Netero.
Wow.
I said what I said. I said what I said.
Wow.
I said what I said.
Okay. So what's your favorite moment in One Piece so far?
Oh, I liked when Luffy and Katakuri were fighting and then Katakuri just took a break and started eating.
Oh, the donuts.
Yeah. Mochi. The mochi man.
Mochi fruit.
Yes. Katakuri is one of my favorites.
What about you, Double?
I would agree and say that's definitely one of my Katakuri. Luffy vs. Katakuri is definitely one of my favorites because I think the ending of the fight when he's just like, how far into the future did you see? What did you see that was different? And Luffy's just like laid out, like, I'm done, bro. And he's like, and he gets back up and he's like, what, man, you're still standing? And he's just like, nah, like I'm I'm done too, bro. Like, you win. You got this.
The difference between Whitebeard and Katakuri, Whitebeard said, I ain't never gonna fall down. And Katakuri said the same thing.
He said the same thing and fell.
But he's been asleep for a whole arc.
Look. I'm still mad about that because Katakuri reminds me so much of King. Like low key, if they fought, at least if something did happen, you know, I'm talking about the I can't say it, but yeah. King and Katakuri would be dope. That would be
dope.
Dope.
Yeah, I think so.
So the other moment I can think of is definitely in the Marineford War. I'm sorry, but like Ace was so stupid in the way that he died. Because when I saw that they granted this is like the mixture of like 3 different panels.
Don't do this to me.
Don't cry.
But I'm like, the fact that like he was cut and clear and the enemy was smart enough to say the one thing that they were like, you're too prideful, just like your daddy. And it made him go, what? And he turned around and got murked.
Yeah.
Like, come on. And then like that's literally where all of Luffy's trauma comes from. Literally witnessing
That's how it started.
Link.
You know what?
Sabaody.
Oh, and I did love Sabo. Sabo coming
I said
in.
Sabaody. Sabo coming back was dope.
Yeah.
Sabo was cool. Sabo was just in general cool. Like that's dope.
What scene? I don't know if a scene that you watched, but a scene in the anime that you should watch is when Luffy punches the celestial dragon.
Ooh.
I'm not sure if you watched it in the anime.
That was a punch.
It's like in Sabaody, I don't know what it looks like in the manga if it's lit. Like, but in the anime, that's
it back to the
manga. Like when the whole the arc, you just got to see it for yourself. Like it's in color, and then all of a sudden,
as soon as he punches him. Black and white.
Like it shit was lit. Like you got to see it, bro.
I enjoyed when they were introducing everybody in Sabaody.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and when they were going up to the person, the bounty, and them just being themselves. It was cool. Oh wait. Who is your least favorite? What were they called?
Worst generation.
Yeah, who was your least favorite?
Who's my least favorite Worst Generation? Because Worst Generation is everyone coming up at the same time as Luffy and his crew.
The new pirate people.
Well, originally I really didn't. I mean, they're not really worst gen because they're from the gen before that. I didn't really like the Arlong pirates. Shoot. New generation.
So that's basically Zorro, Luffy,
Killer, Kid,
Law,
Apu, Law,
Uruguay,
What was her name?
Bonnie. Yeah, Bonnie, Jury Bonnie.
Drake.
What's my man name?
What man?
The mob dude.
The mafia.
Beige.
Oh, yeah.
Beige. Beige. Yeah.
Beige and Hawkins. I think that's it, right? What are you laughing about?
Yeah, so many of those people from like the generation before served on freaking Whitebeard's ship. Like it's ridiculous. Like everyone and their mom did a tour on freaking Whitebeard's ship.
Bro, Whitebeard and Gold Roger have so many people that was on their thing. It's like, yo, these niggas got they had stacked up crews.
Yeah.
But so who's your least favorite one?
You not know why I was laughing.
I know what you're talking about. Who's your least favorite one?
My least favorite would happen to be, and I don't have one least favorite. It's a Pooh, Scratch Man. A Pooh. I hate him. With long, lanky arms.
Yeah, he kind of whack. Well, so we haven't got much on Uruguay and Jury Bonnie even to this day. So I can't include them as somebody that I dislike, even though Uruguay, he ran who did he run? Cracker Spade in Whole Cake, and then he lost to somebody else because they sent the second one right after that. Was it? No, wait. Did he beat? He beat
Cracker, and then he lost to somebody. No, wait. They brought Cracker after.
Yeah, after he beat somebody. So he beat somebody first, one of the generals, and then he lost to Cracker. But yeah, Uruguay. I want to know more about him too because he's obviously from Skopje, the little angel wings.
Oh, I know for a fact that no one can say how old Jury Bonnie is because she can make herself younger. So for all we know, she's an old lady.
It's true. But I mean, she's a new generation pirate, so I would assume she's young because most of those people are like 19, 20 years old.
Mm-hmm. A lot of them are old, though.
Mm-hmm.
They're old.
My least favorite.
Wait, did I finish? Oh, wait, Drake and a Pooh.
You said a Pooh, yeah.
And Drake.
I'm about to say, who's your least favorite, Double O?
I like design-wise will be Hawkins. He just look very emo.
Yeah, he's a scarecrow, basically. Yeah. My least favorite.
I'm remembering what happened to him in this. Okay.
I think my least favorite is probably Scratch Man for sure. Yes. As far as design wise, because it's just he looked weird. And then I'm gonna go with Beige Capone. Like I thought his power was gonna be a lot more cooler, like when they introduced him in Sabaody. But once he got the Whole Cake, I was just like, I don't really too much care for him like that. The lit moment that he had though was when he was shooting Peekums in the back. That shit was lit.
You know what? I'm realizing I hated some people. Okay, we're gonna go off of Dressrosa. So we had the Don whatever. It's Doflamingo's family. Which one did you hate the most, and which one did you love the most?
The Doflamingo family.
Yes.
I hated dang, I'm doing sound effects. He ain't seen it. Snotty Nose.
Ooh, Snotty Nose.
What's his name?
I don't know what it is. I think it actually is Snot.
What's his name? I forgot his name. The Snot Nose dude though, that was like Doflamingo's hype man.
Yeah.
Oh, Treble,
yeah.
Treble.
Yeah, that was creepy. Ooh.
Yeah, I didn't like him. I think he's my least favorite. And then I didn't really too much care for the flag dude, even though I thought it was cool, like how they used his devil fruit.
The flag.
The one that ended up fighting Hopalong.
Who is Hopalong?
What's his name?
I don't be paying attention
the
to
toy
names.
soldier with one leg. What's his name? What was his name? I called him Hopalong because he only had one leg.
Hopalong. He was the king.
He wasn't the king.
Yes, he was.
He was the warrior.
He was the warrior. Wait.
Yeah, the king is somebody else. So he was like the main warrior dude.
He was
He was old girl daddy.
Yeah. That was the king. Mm-mm. Yes.
No, not.
Okay.
Who's your least favorite?
I said, which one was your best too? What was the best?
Oh, my favorite one is and I hated Pika. I hated him too. He ran from Zorro that whole fight. I was expecting more from that man.
And then it was sad because we didn't get to see Zorro's potential. This was the first time we got to see Zorro since the time skip. We were like, okay, I'm prepared for it. And all he was doing was running.
He ran that whole time. I liked Senior Pink is one of my favorite.
Oh, the guy.
Yeah, the baby, Frankie. The giant baby.
Yeah.
What happened to him?
He got the hard right.
No. Like, what happened to him from Law's backstory to now? What happened?
You saw his backstory, remember?
Yes, but what happened to him?
Oh, you talking about how he got fat?
Yes.
Hey man,
Why is he a baby now?
some people?
Why is he a baby?
Because remember his backstory. That was the only time his wife smiled.
And so he turned into a baby.
Yeah, because when he put the costume on, his wife smiled a little
But he
bit.
ain't got no wife no more.
So it's still like
No,
it's playing
no.
homage.
No.
You terrible.
No.
You're terrible.
No.
You're terrible.
I guess I am a terrible person.
You gonna take the costume off after he died?
Yes.
It's terrible.
I'm not even gonna give him an open casket.
That's damn.
Damn.
He gonna have a closed
No open
casket.
casket for him.
Oh. I thought that was like the best part of
No.
him. The fact that he like was still like, I'm still gonna wear this and I don't care what nobody think. You know what I'm saying?
No, I thought it was sad because he couldn't fight Frankie because he was wearing the underwear.
He was neither one of them were in underwear. I mean,
He
pants.
wouldn't fight Frankie because he had underwear.
They was fighting. I also liked Lao G,
Oh yes,
the old man.
The old man.
Gee. Dope.
Every time he would pop up, then yeah.
What about you, Double
My least favorite, and it's more so because when I'll say the name. Well, Bellamy is my least favorite because my issue with Bellamy was that even when Doflamingo let go of his manipulation of him, he was like, "All right, I'm still gonna try to kill you, Luffy. Like we doing this to the end."
It was whack.
I'm like, come on, like you could have done better than that for your character. So he's my least favorite. My favorite was Virgo and everything that he did in Punk Hazard. Like he came off as a granted, like we just came off of Dressrosa, so I didn't think he was gonna no wait, Punk Hazard then Dressrosa, right?
Yeah.
So he was a good villain to fire you up for Doflamingo.
I thought Virgo was disrespectful.
Oh, he's super disrespectful.
He was
1,000%.
disrespectful. He was carrying around his heart, kept squeezing it and stuff. Then he had Smoker and Law's heart. He had both of them. He was fighting both of them.
Virgo he went outside.
No, that was cool. That was cool.
Yeah.
You deserved it too. Law was like, okay, so you left me with my heart.
His fight with Law was great. And Law did such a good job of because I think he just a lot of bad guys tend to do that, which I love. Like it's a good trope when done right, where like you're so invested into how smart you are that you're just like, oh, I know what you do and this and that, and it's like you overlooked the most basic part of Law's power, and that's why you lost. His ability to just like once he makes room that he can literally manipulate anything in that space.
Yeah. He's ridiculous, bro. His devil fruit is.
I know. I thought Law in the whole Punk Hazard was amazing because we saw him in Sabaody, and we saw that he could do the whole room thing. That was cool, but we didn't know he could move stuff and pull out hearts and shock people, and
he's dope.
That was cool.
Yeah, he's dope.
And even smart for himself, like sometimes, because he talked about more about his fruit powers in Dressrosa. So I love that. Like he purposely sometimes even removes his own heart. And he goes like, I don't like you can't have my heart, you technically can't really kill me. So
yeah.
Sometimes he hides his own heart on purpose.
He's because isn't it like on the ship or something like that? Something crazy like that? His heart?
Because he ended up exchanging smokers with the other one. The gassy one.
Caesar.
Yeah.
Caesar.
Oh.
Hey, Caesar went outside too.
No, you know what I thought was funny? And it was Caesar, how he was going out because that punch from Luffy. That was amazing. And what was her name? I forgot her name.
Who?
The old girl who looked like that one.
Baby Five?
No,
girlfriend?
not her.
Baby Five girlfriend? The one with the wings?
No, I'm talking about
the older big lady.
She was with Smoker.
Yeah, he was
just the general, his right hand. Yeah, she was nice.
Smoker told her not to do anything, and she got cut in half. She got cut in half as soon as she moved. She took one step and then boom.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I don't know if Smoker quit after that embarrassment or if she decided to quit or something, but
He went out like
they
that.
went out sad.
What else? Moments that I also liked was in the reveal of CP9 when you found out it was like a couple of the shipwrights, like one of the bartenders and stuff. I was like, yo, that's cold. I was like,
When we found out Rob Lucci could talk,
yeah, because his parents stopped talking and stuff like that.
like, wait a second.
Yeah. No, I don't know if you got to watch this in the anime too, because I don't know why this shit was so lit. But the first time when Bruno does Iron Body, and the shipwright has the hammer, and then he like tries to hit Bruno, and then like the hammer crushes, and then Bruno one shots old dude, the shipwright.
Bruno.
That shit was lit.
Who is Bruno?
He got the bull. He had the door fruit. He was CP9.
Oh, the door dude. I'd call him Mr. Bull.
Mr. Bull.
Yes. Makes a lot more sense. Call him Mr. Bull.
That was lit.
Who fought him?
Luffy did. Luffy beat him bad.
I thought Zorro fought him.
No.
Because of the thing in the whole train.
No.
I thought the noodle fight against Sanji was cool when Sanji started picking up knives and stuff.
That shit was cool. Got to see Sanji use his hands and show everybody that he could really use these hands.
Use hands.
I thought that was that. He need to bring that back.
Yeah. Wait. Okay, I'm gonna say something that totally does not have to do with One Piece, but you've seen Demon Slayer, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you've seen Demon Slayer, right? We was watching it together.
Oh.
Okay. So that one dude in the Hashiras, right? The one guy with the scars all over him. You want to know how he got them scars?
Like the Joker. You want to know how I got these scars?
Okay, so he was fighting a demon one day and his sword broke. So he decided to throw hands with the demon.
All right.
I don't know if he beat the demon.
I mean, he's still alive.
He's still alive, right?
But that doesn't mean he necessarily beat the demon. Could have ran away because the sun started to come up.
It could be, but he alive.
But he alive.
He alive.
He alive.
Like,
Yeah.
look, I got these scars.
Want to know how I got these scars?
Don't question why I said it like that.
No, that's the Joker. That's the Joker.
Yeah.
That's how he said.
Why would the
Because he got
Exactly.
with his lips. Right there, those are scars. That's why. Whatever. Anyways, let me see. What else was some dope?
Dope stuff. It just lets we do dope stuff in anime in general now.
Oh, I mean, I can say. So what? I could put up a question, which is a question we like to ask for any anime. It's like, what was your least favorite arc?
Least favorite arc. I remember we was watching Wano. Miss Hur said we should go back to. Somebody was all telling me to go back and watch Skypiea, and it was just because of the 3 things.
GB and Sensei and them. The worst gen, the people from Worst Gen was like, y'all need to go back and watch Skypiea because and I read Skypiea, so it was a better read than it was a watch. But for me, Skypiea is still my least favorite arc.
And Bellamy, he was just springing around and said, "Bye."
Between Skypiea and Fishman Island, Fishman Island was terrible for me.
I thought that I like how they brought back the octopus dude. That was cool. Wait, wasn't that the Arlong Park?
Yeah, he was an Arlong Park. He was the one that fought. He fought Zorro, actually, I think, because he was a swordsman.
Yeah,
and he had the 8 swords.
See,
8 swords versus 3
I don't know
swords.
why he fought Zorro.
Hey, you gotta run. You gotta fight who's in front of you.
You
A lot
know
of people ask.
or like the Fishman Island. We talking about Fishman Island down underwater, right? The dude, that one dude, I don't know his name. The dude who looked up at the Arlong.
Horty Jones.
When he was fighting Zorro,
He was about to lose.
he was about to lose
Underwater.
underwater. Zorro couldn't even breathe.
And ever since then, I don't know if you know, but like ever since then, people have that conversation about Luffy
Zoro
or
being
Zoro.
strong.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Zoro basically one shot this man underwater, and then Luffy took a minute to beat him above, above ground. So
Yeah.
now, ever since then, there's this discrepancy of, oh man, if Zoro and Luffy fought or something like that, people feel
Yeah.
like Zoro's stronger, type stuff.
And considering the fact of how much buildup Zoro has now, we talk about Zoro in general. Why was he lifting up the weights with his foot while doing the handstand?
Some people just built different.
That is more
Yeah.
than built different. That is more than built different.
Hey, man.
And for Zoro, his loyalty is just like the best. Like he doesn't. So the thing for him is like he just wants, because he could be a captain. I mean, just like with everything, with like seeing who was under Gold Roger and who was under Whitebeard, like all of those guys that were under them, like could be pirates in their own right. Just like I feel like probably towards the end, everyone under Luffy could be a captain in their own right. With the thing I love about Zoro is that his thing is just like he's like, I don't need you as my captain to be the strongest overall. I just need you to be stronger than me, so that like I'm putting my life on the line for you. So I can't be I can't be surpassing you.
I like
And
when Zoro said that too. In Fishman Island, when Luffy did Conqueror's Hockey, and
yeah,
Zoro was like,
that's my captain.
Yeah, he said that's my captain. He better have Conqueror's Hockey if he gonna be my captain. I was like, dang.
I'll lead this crew.
Yeah, he's like, you better have Conqueror's Hockey. So I was like, okay.
I genuinely have utter respect for Zoro and Sanji, and I think it was in Fishman Island, or it was in the movie. I think it was in Stampede. But two people tried to jump Luffy, and Zoro and Sanji just popped up. And we were like, "What you doing?"
You didn't see me standing here. Zoro. Everybody knows the nothing happened moment. Zoro is
I
the
had
best.
Okay, so in keeping with so the arc that your least favorite arc, so then was Skypedia for you, Steve. Skylar, what was yours?
My least favorite arc.
Yeah.
I didn't. Okay, can I go off of like the things that happen inside?
Yeah, just
Okay. So no more. I'm gonna go off the arc that made me the most emotional, because really, when I started watching One Piece, I didn't think I was gonna cry.
Yeah,
As
I
many
feel you on
times as
that.
I cried in this one show does not make sense. This is supposed to. You're supposed to have a good old time watching this. No. But I didn't. Well, Alabasta, I didn't truly like Alabasta, but yeah,
I like Alabasta though.
You know what? I didn't like Alabasta.
That's fair enough.
In general. But you know what I did find cool from Alabasta? Okay, you know how BB's men tried to kill all the Straw Hats? Okay, I think I told you this. But one time they all thought Zorro, everybody was drunk, right? So they was all walking around, and then they just see Zorro looking down at them, looking like a menace to society, because that's what he is. Okay, so he was looking like a menace to society, and then they all staring at him. And then 3 seconds later, the next time you see Zorro, he's down there with him. Like, what you looking at?
Oh yeah, I remember that episode. He said, "What are we looking at up there?" I remember that.
And I mean, I remember when Zorro and Luffy first actually fought, in Alabasta.
Yeah, because Luffy thought he cut all those people up.
Yeah.
So, what was your least favorite?
So my least favorite bounces back and forth between Fishman Island and Thriller Bark. So Thriller Bark had a whole lot of nothing going on. And like I had to, for me, it's like I picked and chose the things that I really liked about Thriller Bark. So it was, I love that we got Brooke out of it. We got part of Brooke's backstory, which was sad, really fucking sad. We got Ryu from Wano versus Brooke, And then we also got Ryu versus Zorro, and Zorro winning the sword after the fight. That was great. And then like Luffy's fight at the end, I forget the name of the person. Like it was just really Halloweeny, and I'm like, I didn't care.
Gecko Moria versus Nightmare Luffy.
Yeah, like that. I like the end fight for the arc, but I'm like, it wasn't really anything special outside of those particular things. Like I didn't care about that the whole island was undead and they were doing experiments. I'm like, I didn't care.
The only reason why I don't put that last is because I count the Kuma and Zorro situation. I count that as part of Thriller Bark, which it is. So that helps with that arc as well, because you get all the Brook, the Laboon, the sword, and then Zorro taking all of Luffy's damage, and you know what I'm saying. That's why I feel like
all of Luffy's damage in that fight.
That's important.
That fight, it was like it's not overall. He's like, here's a taste, just all the damage he suffered in this fight.
Yeah, he's leaking when he shows up. So that's the reason why I'm cool with Thriller Bark, because of those things.
But yeah, you know what? I think Kuba is cool. He just smack you.
Yeah,
he smack you to a hole. It's like you take it seriously. What? Yeah, I'll smack you back to the 80s. And he can actually do it. That would be cool.
One honorable mention. I didn't like Amazon Lily. I didn't really care for that either.
There was more information, though. I think like Amazon Lily.
What is Amazon?
We did get Boa though.
Boa Hancock and all the snake princesses.
Oh, I don't like Boa Hancock.
What?
I don't like her.
Dang.
It's funny.
It's like she has potential. She's just so strong.
She does.
She's so strong. Where did this obsession come up from Luffy? How did that happen?
Hey man, it's like
How did that happen?
Bartolomeo, he got an obsession with Luffy too.
But that's okay.
Yeah.
Why?
Because you can look up to Luffy, but you can't have a downright crush on Luffy.
Hey,
I don't know. Conqueror is hot.
And you realize it's sad that she's still looking up to him, but she realized that
she loved that man.
She loved that man, but that man don't love her. He loved the food.
He loved the food.
He loved the food. He don't love her.
So I'm like, for me, for Fishman, like why I bring up like the toss up for me between that Thriller Bark and Fishman Island is because Fishman Island, it depends on how you look at it. Like part of me enjoyed like that they gave you so much backstory on just like the characters that are introduced in Fishman Island, but at the same time I'm just like, you did a lot in a short time. Like that was a lot of information to take in, and me reading it, I'm just like, wow, like I feel like I'm sitting here in a history class, like I'm just getting all this history, and granted it is relevant. So I'm not gonna sit here and say like, oh, skip this first part of Fishman arc and then you're good. I'm like, no, it's relevant. It's just a lot of information. So that part was like, the thing that kind of like saved and balances it is that you start seeing what everyone was doing like in the middle of the time skip. So you see everyone coming back together. So you're really happy that everyone's back together. And then they have the big fight at the end of Fishman Island, which is that was great.
I like that. What are some arcs you were surprised with?
Surprised
how much you liked them?
Well, I remember this is not I don't think it was an arc, but like the time skip thing, and I was beginning on watching it, but I never finished the ending of it when they were all going through what happened to this character in the time skip, what happened to that, and
the 2-year removal thing. Okay.
I don't enjoy what happened to Sanji. I don't genuinely know what happened to Sanji.
He got
in one fight. It took one fight.
Hey.
I thought he was strong.
He got stronger.
What did he get stronger?
He needed that training.
Look, the training point was him flying for a while. You know, the calf muscle's probably good now, but for everybody else. I think it was pretty cool how Frankie got put somewhere with like robots and stuff like that, and Robin was put with Chopper.
She wasn't with Chopper. They was
She
all
was
separated.
They were all separated, but I think Frankie and Robin met up first. I don't know, but I know some of them met up.
Mm.
I thought that was cool. And then
arc that I didn't think that I was gonna like.
I'm not even gonna.
But I actually liked. It was the Luffy Ace Sabo backstory thing.
I was gonna enjoy that
Because like Ace had just died, and it's the 2-year time skip that's technically happening. So they're like putting this in there, and I was like, I don't really care about Ace's backstory now. He's dead. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't think that I was gonna care, but then you started getting like the Sabo moment, and then you find out Sabo was a celestial dragon.
Yeah,
and like then they blew up his ship, and I was just like, yo, that was messed up. They blew up his ship. So that's when I was like, okay, I like this arc. This is not too bad. Like it gave you some like dramatics and stuff like that.
You know, the whole link up of how a character dies, like before it happens. So a person gonna talk about, you get their backstory. That's one thing. They talk about like some redeeming themselves of something.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe confessions, maybe going back to their parents, maybe apologizing to their sibling or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a fight, and they ain't getting up.
I definitely was like, I'm not really going to too much care for this arc. You know what I'm saying? That's what I thought. And then it hit even harder. I don't know if you got spoiled on it, but for me, it hit even harder because like when Sabo pops back up in Dressrosa, I was like, yo, this is dope. Like I was like, this is real dope.
You feel, for me, One Piece wasn't as much as I can't talk. I'm not doing this. Wasn't much of a surprise. There we go. Because this man right here, okay, don't mind my fingers, but this man right here, okay,
that one right there.
That one right there. No, there we go. That one right there. He told me about the Katakuri versus Luffy. We watched the whole thing. We watched the whole thing in the car.
That's not telling you about it if you watch the fight.
But then I knew it. Then I didn't even get to watch the fight.
That's because you were at that part and I was all like, I'm gonna just be real with you.
No, I wasn't even close.
Yes, you were.
No, I was not worried. Whatever, that's not even good English, but you know what? I don't care.
She was close.
I was not.
And then I was like, look, this Katakuri Luffy fight.
I didn't even know who Katakuri was.
It was like a 22 episode.
I did not know who he was.
I was like, there's a video on YouTube where it's a 30-minute, like it's just straight fights. They cut out all the.
They call out all the in between. I love that. Yeah.
So it's like that instead of a 22 episode thing. And I let her watch that. But of course, apparently I'm bad.
I also found out that Ace died.
That wasn't.
That was you.
That was
you. That was you. That was him.
I didn't do that.
That was him. That was him. I promise you. But I don't know why I cried as hard as I did when we got. You know what? When I cried initially, I cried the hardest when I watched anime. This whole show has made me realize things. If I think hard enough, and I'm just thinking of it, and someone brings up something sad, and I have to think, be quiet for a minute, my brain goes numb, and then I start crying. I can personally make myself cry because of this.
I'd agree with that because I see people who are One Piece fans. Two things happen, right? It's like when you see someone new get into One Piece, and you hear them say, and you go, "Oh, cool. You just like you're starting, you're starting your journey. What character do you like?" And they're like, "Oh man, I love H." You're like, "You don't like anybody else?" Like Luffy's kind of cool, right? Like he got the gum fruit, like right, like. And they're like, nah, I really like Ace. Like, Zorro really cool with the swords and shit.
No, man. He ain't got nothing on Ace.
Like, ooh,
That's
okay.
kind of how I was when Ace popped up. I think that was how I was. Because for characters that I like, I'll bring them up a lot.
Yeah, Ace
So
was one of my
when
favorites too. And people were like,
Katakuri popped up, right? The first, you remember when I started talking about Katakuri after he popped up? Because I knew, and when he first had his introductory and stuff, and then I kept talking about him in every episode, even though he wasn't in most of the episodes. That's kind of how I am. So, I'm mad that he said Katakuri still asleep. I low-key held that to me. The whole Wano, I've held it to me.
No spoiler, one.
You said he was asleep.
You said he was asleep.
You the one who said he was asleep.
So I'll say for me, I have 3 arcs that kind of surprised me, and I didn't expect it to be as good as it was. The first one would be Water 7. I loved Water 7. It was really good. And the whole stuff going on with Frankie, his backstory, and his master. Him taking his master taking the harpoon to the chest like a G.
Tom.
Like, I eat those.
I eat those. And he was ripping them out like, man. And it was like it's gonna do more damage when you pull it out. And he was like, that's cool.
Yeah, he's like, I made it that way. That's how it's supposed to work.
Ripping them out.
So that Water 7 just as a whole was really, really nice. Let me see. So then I think it's probably then a wave of arcs weaved in together, or mini arcs weaved in together, because I loved getting Annie's Lobby, going into Impelled Down, going into Marineford. Like, those 3 strung together were beautiful.
Annie's Lobby was the actual CP9 Rob Lucci fight. So Water 7 is technically when you meet Frankie and you kind of think Frankie is the bad guy. You know what I'm saying? He steals Luffy. He steals Luffy. He steals Usopp's money.
Usopp's money, yes.
That's Water 7. And even the Luffy Usopp fight is Water 7. But then
I don't know why Usopp thought he was gonna win that fight.
I don't know.
I don't know why he fought Luffy in the first place.
Pride.
You've been with him since day one, and you thought.
No, but what I loved about that fight, forget the fact that one, it shows resilience for Usopp. He at the very least, you got to see that Usopp, while he's not a physically strong character, he's a genius. Like, he's tactically, he picks up on stuff.
You call him Batman?
Yeah, prep time.
Yeah, he's like a Batman. So the thing that I personally loved about when that fight happened was to see both Zorro and Sanji double down and go, that's my captain. If you gonna throw hands with Luffy, it's gonna be a problem after that fight. Like, that's our captain, and we not doing this. We're not picking sides. Nah. Like, it's on sight after that. And they're and they were telling the other Straw Hats, like, yo, if you got a problem with that, I'm gonna need y'all to get off this shit too. Because we're not about to have people go against our captain like that. And them telling Luffy the importance of, yo, when shit like this happens, you are gonna have to throw hands, and so they'll respect you, not just from the metaphorical thing of you're the captain. It's nah, you will beat their ass.
Honestly, truthfully, I'm waiting for that moment, because technically Sanji and Luffy fought. So I'm waiting for Zorro to find out that Sanji and Luffy fought, because I don't think he knows.
Oh, he probably don't know, because he wasn't there in that whole arc.
So I'm wondering what's gonna happen when Zorro find out. He's gonna be like, "Oh, so you decided to do this." So now we gotta.
I thought we had a discussion. We both agreed upon this.
Yeah.
So hold on, because I know he fights Sanji, and you're talking about Whole Cake when he fights Sanji. Okay. Yeah, because I'm that's the only time I've seen Sanji fight Luffy, and it wasn't really a fight because Luffy didn't do anything.
He didn't do anything, but it's you still attacked our captain.
Still went up to the captain. Yeah.
So I'm wondering if it's gonna be some animosity, or are they just gonna kind of just let it go.
You know how Zorro and Sanji are. I mean, they haven't been like that from the newer seasons, but you know how they are.
This is true.
Yeah. So like for me, I would agree.
Personally, think Sanji's stronger than Zorro.
Yeah, I agree with what Skylar said before as well. That I do like when you see the catch up of people's training in the middle of the time skip. My favorite one from I don't know if that's considered an arc, like the time skip frame. Because I know it's a movie. I know there's a movie about the time skip.
Yeah, it's called 21 Days. 2 years. What was it? No, it was like 3 days X 2 years. They actually made it into like a little movie. So instead of you watching that many episodes, you can just watch a little movie of it. It's like an hour and a half or something.
So I usually like the One Piece movies.
So I like the my favorite training in that whole thing, and I love all of them. They're really good, but the one that stood out to me was definitely Zorro with Mihawk, just because Mihawk is a clown, and I mean that in the most in the most positive way that I could possibly say that, because he'll like this is a great example. Like when he was teaching Zorro how to use Hake, like he did like really like I'm gonna make you feel embarrassed shit. Like he's like, yeah, go ahead, you got your 3 swords. He's like, I got this match. this little stick match right here. This little thing, yeah, I'm gonna block all your sword hits with this.
And he's just like just disrespectful.
He's like Hake, and it's like, damn, you look like a clown, Zorro.
Embarrassing that man.
Mihawk is disrespectful. You know what? I enjoy the personal thing about Mihawk and Shanks being close friends. I don't know what they had back in the day, but that's cool.
Yeah. Honestly and truthfully, I don't know why, but they've never said that Mihawk had his own crew.
And
they always talk about him being a warlord, but they never talk about him having his own crew.
Because he was a pirate. Because if you're a warlord, you would have to be.
You're a pirate. Most of the warlords have their own crew. But they've never said anything about Mihawk having one. And there's like rumors, I'm not sure if it's true, but there's a lot of rumors that say that Mihawk is the swordsman on Shanks' crew. And that would be fire to me.
No, because that would be too much. That would be too much. Okay, we have Shanks in general who pulled up to a war and stopped it. He literally said this war is over and it was done. Okay, and then we have that one dude who be eating meat and killing people because he feel like it. We have Usopp's daddy. We have Usopp's daddy. We have that one other dude.
That would be dope.
That would be.
Hold on, I'm trying to remember. Steve, were you there for Anime After Dark? I think I was talking about because I was talking about like who I liked that wasn't a Straw Hat. And when I mentioned Shanks, I think it was JB or Sensei who were like, damn, you walk in somewhere and throw a little Hake and people are impressed. I'm like, yo, Shanks showed up twice and did that. He did that when he showed up on Whitebeard's ship. And he's just like, yo, I'm gonna need you to stop shielding Teach because I'm gonna rock his ass if he's doing the dumb shit that he's doing. But he's like, I don't need beef with you, Whitebeard. Like, I don't need beef with you. So I'm gonna need you to let him go so I could wax him.
It was
he's doing dumb shit.
He told, and then Whitebeard told him, he was like, you in here throwing your hockey around like that means something. And he was all like, you need to go on and calm down with that little flexing of the hockey. And then Shanks was like, what? And then he did his little beam, and then Whitebeard did it. They clash. I was like, yo, okay.
I like to see hockey clashing. That is cool. That is amazing.
And then something, like you said, seeing him pull up on the war at the end, and he was like, this is done. I said it's done, it's done. And then he just walks away.
And I love that. That was I personally feel like if that war continued, I think it would just be like Whitebeard's crew, like the rest of them, and Shanks' crew against everybody in the Marine.
So a question for y'all, and like not going into really Wano. Wano is like, I know that this where we're at right now. The title for the whole thing is the 4 Emperors, right? So that's including Wano's included under that. Right.
So Wano is where that's Kaido's land. So Whole Cake is Big Mama's land territory, and then Wano is like Kaido's.
So wait, does
so that's under the 4 Emperors.
A specific land?
So I think that you still got Elbaf, which is the Giants' territory. And then you got Laugh which is the last one. But I'm not sure if anybody, they haven't said who owns what.
But I don't know if like, oh wait, didn't that happen in Wano?
What?
Because the only two we're missing is Teach
Blackbeard
and
went
Shanks.
against
No, that didn't happen. I don't think so. Not yet.
That happened.
I don't know. Well,
Anyway,
don't say it. But
so,
I don't think.
But basically, he has this land, and he calls it the land of. It was basically the land, but it was like this is chill. It was the best land you could ever be on.
I don't know, cause like I don't know. I don't think they've mentioned Shanks and Blackbeard's territory. I don't think. Obviously, people can, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think they've mentioned which one. But I know Whole Cake is Big Mom's territory. Kaido is Wano. I think Elbath might be somebody's territory. I'm not sure. But if it is, then okay, cool. But Elbath is going to be an arc that I'm not necessarily looking forward to per se. Elbath is where the giants are. So you remember when we were
so those two giants,
yeah,
they
the two
were
giants
fighting and then they forgot why they were fighting.
Yeah. They're from Elbath. So Elbath,
and then you get the giants and Big Mama's backstory as well, who were like, she's not a giant.
And Big Mom beat them up as kids, you know what I'm saying? But
so
Elbath is going to be an island full of giants. So I think that's the arc after Wano. That's going to be the next arc. So I'm not excited to see that arc.
No, I wouldn't be.
But I mean, I've been surprised before.
It could be like, because aren't those giants still on that one place?
Groggy and what's the other one?
I don't know the other one's name.
Groggy and something.
I don't know. But aren't they still on that one land fighting for no reason?
They're friends now, I think, or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess they were. I don't know. But I remember that one dude who was stuck in the box.
Oh,
how you get that stuck in a box?
In the little treasure chest.
His hair started. He was a tree. He was a tree. He was a human tree at this point. I'm stuttering a lot today.
It's all good. I do it.
No, I do it more than you. So, but he was genuinely a tree. He had grass growing out of his hair. Now, if he was stuck in the box, how did his feet get out of the box?
Because he gotta have a way to move. That's how Oda made it.
He had the hands. He just handstand around.
No. How you gonna handstand when they stuck to the sides?
You got it. You gonna have to crab it.
No. But anything else? Let's see. Because we about to get to the hour 30 mark.
Oh, what's his name? I forget the name of the giant that participated in the Marine Forward War that they ended up having to use. Once he died, you have to use Oars. Yeah. Oh man.
And then he had something to do with. He had a backstory before he died. I tell you, every time someone dies, there's a backstory before it.
Some of these backstories I don't feel like I care about.
I don't genuinely like
there's
most
some
of them.
backstories that I love.
Like, I don't genuinely like most of the backstory. You know what I thought was cool? When Perona popped up at Mihawk's territory, and then Zorro popped up. So it was like she was like, I wanted to be somewhere dark and gloomy. Boom, you pop up with Mihawk. Like, what you doing here?
Fighting sword monkeys.
Mihawk, I don't think genuinely Mihawk was prepared to get these two.
Two nutcases.
It's like genuinely he has two crazy people in his house, and then he has monkeys running around.
Samurai monkeys.
Samurai monkeys.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that one.
Villains. I was like, the question I wanted to ask you, I was like, what did y'all like any particular villains? I'm like, for me,
I know
which is not really a villain. I know that he's doing other stuff now, but I mean, he was a villain the way he was introduced. Koji Kuzan. Oh, his fruit power. I'm like, damn, he's out here giving freeze hugs.
Aokiji
Kuzan.
Yeah.
I like Aokiji. Aokiji
like,
cool.
I love when he was introduced that he was like Nico Robin. It's been a while. Ice hug.
Yeah.
And Luffy was like, "What the fuck?
Like, why you do? He came in riding on a tricycle on the ocean.
On the ocean?" Yeah.
Yeah. So obviously for me, it's Dofi.
I knew it.
He's the GOAT villain so far.
It's disrespectful.
Yeah.
Dofi's been the GOAT villain so far.
Yeah.
He killed his own brother.
He's still alive, which is the part that like really messes with me. I'm like, y'all left him alive?
Mm-hmm.
And then wait, does he know about the thing that's happening with the warlords?
No, he don't know none of that. So don't talk about it. So Dofi, I liked Crocodile.
Crocodile was kind of cool.
He's a good villain.
Yeah.
I mean, villain's supposed to make you hate him. So Aka Inu.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Like Aka Inu was a menace to society.
He got bodies. Yeah.
Okay, because we already know that Ace don't like his daddy. If he didn't pick Roger. If his dad was the king of the pirates, and he was like, "Nah, I'm not. No, my name's Porcus the Ace, not Roger. Yeah. Porcus." He had to have some type of beef with his dad to not pick Roger.
Mm-hmm. I also liked even though I guess these ain't villains, they're technically antagonists. Because technically Akahino was doing his job and he's technically the good guy.
Forget him.
He's the police.
He knows. Forget the police.
But so technically he's a good guy, but he's an antagonist. But Magellan, I like
Who is Magellan?
The poison dude in Impel
Down.
Yeah,
Impel Down. Yeah,
he's a bat.
The bat?
Yeah. I like Magellan.
He was a good bad guy.
Magellan.
He killed everybody.
I got Impel Down.
He got bodies. And Magellan got bodies.
Magellan was like, okay, so y'all all escaping.
Okay, you dead.
Everybody gonna die.
Mr. 2 was a sad moment too.
I cried.
Straw boy. That was
I cried so much in One Piece. It's stupid. It's genuinely stupid. Okay, let's talk about this. It was Zorro's backstory was the first time, right? The first time I cried when that old girl died, right?
Fell down the stairs.
See, if she was still alive, I genuinely think her and Zorro would have beef till this day.
Yeah.
And he still wouldn't be able to beat her.
She was saying, like, it's not fair because you're going to naturally get stronger than me because you are male. And I was like, dang, I guess so. And he was all like, don't give me that excuse. He was like, he wasn't going for it. He was like, no. He's like, you stronger than me, and that's what it is. Don't try to, sugarcoat it and try to make it seem like I'm only going to get stronger than you because I'm a male. I'm going to get stronger than you because I'm a better swordsman. So he didn't like that disrespect in a sense. But it was like she was trying to, like, say another point, but he took it as disrespect. He was like, no, I'm going to get better than you because I'm going to be a better swordsman. Not because just as I'm a man.
Man. I think Nabi's backstory got me.
Ooh.
About her mama.
That was tough. That was tough to watch, bro. Like
she was fighting for her life.
That was tough to watch.
Brooke's backstory.
Are you doing just sad backstories?
I don't know, just sad things in general at this point. Brooke's backstory, that got me.
Laboon
is just.
Oh
yeah, I would be that connected to Laboon. You know what? I like how the writer brings in characters that were in like past things. You remember that one cow that popped back up in the
Fishman Island thing, yeah.
And he was still scared of them too that day.
Mm-hmm.
That's saying something. Because if you have that much like that result in somebody's life, you got to be proud of yourself. Like, let's talk about this. Let's say that one fish thingy demon. I'm gonna call it a demon. That fish demon took Shakes' arm, right? Mm-hmm. Imagine Shakes meeting that demon currently.
He gave him conqueror's hockey.
He looked
before
at him.
They actually showed it.
Yeah.
He looked at him. He was like,
the look was comforting.
the look.
They
No.
just didn't have the animation
We
for it.
not
But
gonna.
he
We
gave
not
him
gonna
some
say that is just the look of you took my arm, boy. I'm coming for
It
it.
was comforting.
I'm coming for it. Next time I see you, I'm getting that arm. Or generally, One Piece characters are stupid.
No,
Yes, they are.
not all of them.
Most of them are genuinely dumb. It's sad how much Law knows Luffy now that he is in this alliance. It's genuinely sad. He's okay, so he's stupid, all right? So he's gonna run in there by himself, at least with Zorro. Shish, I'm not saying that. I'm saying something else. He's gonna run in there with Zorro.
Mm-hmm.
And they're gonna do something stupid. So that gives us a lot of time so we can get inside, right? Handle our business and we can walk out. Yeah.
I was pretty much Punk Hazard, honestly.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, they doing all that like a distraction, and we over here.
We over here. Yeah.
Well, we're at the 1:30 basically. So
That's not 1:30.
I was gonna say an honorable mention from Impelled Down, Shiryu, because he
fire. Shiryu that joined Blackbeard's crew. He was the old warden of Impel Down. He went crazy and started murdering people.
He murdered everyone on his way out of Impel Down.
And I don't even think so you haven't seen what else they did with Shiryu to win.
No, not yet. They haven't showed us an update.
I thought he was in one of the movies.
Hold on real quick. Let me do this.
I think the only thing that I knew was that he joined Blackbeard. That was it. For those who don't know right now, they're talking in the background. I'm serenading y'all with my voice. One Piece, Luffy, Zorro, Sanji, the Straw Hat Pirates, Shanks.
I know.
Oh my goodness.
I don't think it happened, because if it happened, you would have already like blurted it out.
Let's just say the Blackbeard Pirates menaces to society.
Yeah.
They're just menaces. Look,
I figured.
how you gonna kill somebody and pull a devil fruit right out of him? He's like, okay, I'm gonna eat this right now.
I think that Blackbeard knew that his devil fruit could do that, because he had an encyclopedia on devil fruits and he studied them. And then as soon as he saw that devil fruit, he was willing to kill. Was it Thratch?
He was his captain.
No, he killed Thratch over it.
Thratch, yeah,
because Thratch was about to eat it, and then he killed him and took it, and then he left Whitebeard's crew.
And that's why Shanks had to get permission and like, yo, I'm gonna kill Blackbeard, but I'm gonna need to let you know that I'm not here to start a war with you.
And that's why Ace was looking for him too. Remember?
Yeah.
And
you know what? I think Blackbeard is a ridiculously smart person, because he thought about this. He thought about this for a long time.
This is my
since he was a child.
This is my opinion on Blackbeard's devil fruit. His devil fruit absorbs other devil fruits. So when people hit him and stuff, they can't use their devil fruit anymore for a little while, even though he feels all the pain from it, but he basically stops you from it. So, and I'm like, okay, well, now they introduce awakenings in One Piece. I think his awakening was that he could actually steal your devil fruit, and that's what he did with Whitebeard. Whereas, like, he just stole it right then and there.
I want to see Sabo's awakening.
Yes.
Brooks' awakening, because it has to be something.
We saw Brooks' awakening.
Wait, because we did?
Yeah, when he was like actually turning into the ghosts and stealing the souls and stuff.
Yeah, that's cool. But wait, who else?
We saw even Doflamingos when he.
Oh no, Doflamingos.
All the strings.
He was willing to kill himself.
He made a cage. He made everybody. Yeah, but yeah, that's what I really think that Blackbeard's awakening is, that he could absorb, and with him like having 3 pistols and all this other stuff, I think Blackbeard's gonna take another devil fruit.
Blackbeard was definitely Black Air Force energy.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's gonna get a 3rd devil fruit.
I don't know who it's gonna be though.
That would be fire.
It would genuinely.
He'd be broken. Well, he's already
He
broken.
He's
already-
already broken. Yeah.
But I
You know
think he'll
what?
be really broken.
I remember the first time they introduced Blackbeard. You know, they were fighting over cherry pie.
Oh
He
my
was
God,
sitting-
yes.
He was sitting right there.
He was like, "Oh, I can eat more cherry pie than you."
Mhm. He met him right then and there. That's crazy. But we're at the 1:30. We have to wrap it up. So tell your YouTube fans thank you for watching. You know how to do this. I'll let you do it.
Thank you for watching the Skylar and Scubasteve podcast. This is episode, I don't even know. We're gonna say episode 20. That's what we're gonna go. We're gonna go with that number.
20.
And then I don't know what else to say.
You have to thank the guests.
No, but I thank the guest for popping up. Yes, his name is the guest.
Always a pleasure. The
Double O.
guest.
Thank you, Double O. Status. Yes. Status. You gotta do the ending with a very low voice, okay?
You gotta bring it down.
You gotta bring it down.
I'll bring it
Bring
down.
the mic a little closer. Yeah.
A little closer.
And this was whatever episode of Scout Soup Club podcast.
Mhm.
And
That's
I am going to stop talking now.
Thank you again, Double O, for pulling up. This was a good One Piece conversation,
Yes.
and we will definitely
hit
be
me
having
back
more.
up when you get to Wano and you know as much as I do. Because I
Oh,
want to
yeah.
talk.
He's gonna know more than you because he's gonna read.
No, don't read past Wano. Don't read past Wano, please.
He's gonna get
Please,
past
no,
you.
don't read
He gonna-
past
he gonna
Wano. No,
laugh.
shush. Don't read past Wano. Okay.
I know that Wano's at 105, I think, right? That it
105 in the anime, 135 in the 136 in the manga.
Please don't read past.
130, so don't read past 136 in the manga.
No, don't read past that.
he gonna
Go
read.
to at least where we're back to back, so I can talk to you about it.
Or I could just read it to you, so then you can all.
But
be up to
there's
date.
gonna be some fights that I want to see. Like you shouldn't have told me.
Okay, just making sure you don't blurt that out.
He hyped me up for something, and I was mad at him because there wasn't an episode of it. And he was like, "You got to keep reading it." And I was like, "I'm not reading it. I'm not a person who likes to read. I'm not." And I genuinely, I can't read. I can't read without stumbling and stuff. Like, have you ever been told to read in class?
You that kid?
I'm that kid. I can't read, okay? I can't do it.
You can't say this on live camera. You look like a bad parent.
I genuinely, it's not your fault. It's not your fault.
But you had it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
And you know what? My mom tries to get me to read. And I do. She was like, you gotta read it out loud sometimes. I can't read it out loud. I can't do
Don't be that kid. Alpha, edit all this out.
Alpha did not edit this out. Okay.
Don't put this on the internet.
Make him look like Shao Tucker. Edit Shao Tucker in his face when I started saying that. Like edit it there or like Endeavor. I don't know. Shao Tucker, Endeavor. I don't know.
Anyways, that has been another episode of Skylar Scubasteve. We're gonna make sure we edit that out
No.
for the fans not to see. And peace.